Hello friends, let us now learn some important points about the congenital CNS malformations. So first we will see the neural tube defects. Neural tube defects occurs due to the failure of proper closure of neural tube. It has multifactorial inheritance. The examples of these neural tube defects include: first we have meningocele, then we have meningomyelocele, then we have anencephaly, spina bifida occulta, and we have iniencephaly, and we have encephalocele. Okay, so these are the types of neural tube defects. The neural tube defects are diagnosed with the help of antenatal ultrasonography, and we can also diagnose it with maternal serum or amniotic fluid alpha fetoprotein. So also we can diagnose it with acetylcholine esterase levels. Then the prevention of neural tube defects. Neural tube defects were prevented by folic acid supplementation. So here we give folic acid in the dosage of 400 microgram per day or 0.4 milligram per day in all the women of childbearing age. And if the woman is high risk, in high risk women we can give 4000 microgram per day or 4 milligrams per day of folic acid is given if the woman is under high risk. So we should start giving this folic acid supplementation at least 1 month before the conception. So if this is given 1 month before conception, so this will decrease the risk of neural tube defects by 70%. Is there a risk of recurrence of neural tube defects? Yes, the recurrence of neural tube defects, if there is one child affected with neural tube defects, is around 3 to 4%. If there are if the couple has 2 children affected with neural tube defects, then the percentage is 10%. Now we have the different types of neural tube defects we will see. So these are the different types of neural tube defect. This is craniorachis. This craniorachis is the extreme part of neural tube defect where there is complete open brain and spinal cord. There is complete non-fusion of the posterior part of anterior neuropore along with the total posterior neuropore. So this is craniorachis. Then the next disorder is anencephaly. This is the anencephaly, which is a fatal condition, and here resuscitation is not advocated in anencephaly because anencephaly there is no development of proper skull vault. Brain is present, open brain is seen, and there is skull vault is absent. So this is a fatal condition. Resuscitation is not advocated. Then if you see next, it is encephalocele. This is encephalocele where there is herniation of meninges and the brain downwards. Then this is one more neural tube defect, which is iniencephaly. In iniencephaly, the total brain and upper part of spinal cord are absent. Because there is absence of brain and upper part of spinal cord, so this is also shows absent neck also, and there is retroflexed head is retroflexed backward. So this is also a fatal condition where the baby will not survive. Then we have, these are the main neural tube defects due to the posterior neuropore defects. So first, this is spina bifida occulta. In spina bifida occulta, here there is defect in the vertebrae. Okay, so if you see there, these are 3 vertebrae, these are 3, in between this vertebrae is missing. Okay, here the defect lies in, not vertebrae, the spine of the vertebrae is missing. Okay, here the defect lies in the vertebrae and the overlying skin, if you see, it is completely normal, but sometimes we will also see a tuft of hair or sinus which is seen. Sometimes a dimple may also be present. No treatment is required. Next, this is the next thing which is called as, this one we will see, this is meningocele. Okay, in the meningocele, here there is neural tube defect and the sac of meninges are formed, and a sac of meninges are formed here and with only clear fluid. Okay, so there is no neural component inside, there are only meninges with fluid, clear CSF fluid is present. If you do a trans illumination test, it becomes positive. Then this is meningomyelocele, where there is sac of meninges and also the neural components of the spinal cord are also present. This most commonly involves the lumbosacral region of spine. This involves the lumbosacral region of spine. So these are the different neural tube defects. Okay, so we will just see one, I will just give the gist of everything which we have learned. So neural tube defects mainly occur due to the failure of proper closure of neural tubes. They have multifactorial inheritance. They examples include meningocele, meningomyelocele, encephalopathy, spina bifida occulta, iniencephaly, and encephalocele. Diagnosis is done by antenatal ultrasonography, maternal serum or amniotic fluid, or fetal protein levels. Acetylcholinesterase levels can also be used. Most common congenital neurological abnormality in children is neural tube defects. Prevention of neural tube defects, we use folic acid supplementation can be done. 400 micrograms per day of folic acid or 0.4 milligrams per day of folic acid can be given to the woman with childbearing age. If she is of high risk, then we should give 4000 micrograms of folic acid per day should be given. If this supplementation should be started at least 1 month before conception, and if this is started 1 month before conception, this will decrease the risk of neural tube defects by around 70%. Risk of recurrence with one affected child with neural tube defect is 3 to 4%. If there are 2 affected children, then the risk is 10%. So these are important points. Thank you for watching.